Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today's video is just like a fun, playful video. It's nothing serious, it's not a tag, it's just a fun little game that I'm gonna play and you guys are gonna get to watch. So during Vlogmas, I was watching so many people's Vlogmas videos and I was taking notes of all the different ideas I liked, and this was a collab I saw between Katie Marie and Amy Loves Makeup on YouTube. So I'm gonna link both their videos down below, but basically they took a bunch of eyeshadow palettes and kind of swatched one color from each palette and kind of made a eyeshadow palette on their arms. It wasn't about kind of making a palette, but it was like, which color sticks out to you the most in this palette, swatch it, and then in the end kind of see what all the colors together look like. It was something like that. I don't know if I worded it correctly, but I thought it'd be really fun. I basically picked out 20 random palettes from my collection. I'm gonna swatch 10 on each arm, and you're gonna kind of have an idea of what kind of eyeshadow I guess I really like by the end of this. I don't know, it's just fun. It's nothing serious. Some of these palettes are still available, some of these aren't. The ones that are available I surely can link down below, but I said let's just get into this and start this out. Let's go. First palette I'm going to start out with is the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette, and when I look in this, my favorite shade in this palette is this one down in the corner here. So this can be our first color. Just look at how pretty it is. I am not very good at swatches, so here we go. Get that out of the way. That is already a very crooked swatch for swatch number one. That's our first shade there. All right, the next palette I'm going to choose from is the Violet Voss Holy Grail eyeshadow palette. And when I look at this, the color that kind of stands out to me the most is this one right here, which is called So Jelly. I have a feeling this is going to be a very metallic and shimmery look. Oh my god, those colors are extremely similar. There, we got two so far. Next palette I'm going to reach into is the Alamar Volume 1 palette, and I mean, I'd be crazy not to say that this one isn't the coolest in this palette. This is El Malacon. I don't know how to say it, but it is such a cool shade. So, getting some variety in here. All right, there's our three so far. Next palette I'm going to reach into is the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. And when I look at this, my eyes are immediately drawn to the orange. I love orange eyeshadow. It's my favorite shade. So this is gonna be our first matte eyeshadow color. Oh my god, these swatches. All right, like I said, this is just fun. All right, the next palette I'm gonna do is the Honey palette from ColourPop. When I look at this, the first one that really catches my attention is honestly Sweet Spot, because it is such a vibrant, beautiful yellow, and I just love that kind of color. So we're gonna have another matte. All right, there's the first five. Okay, now I'm going to do this one. This is the Violet Voss Oh Snap palette. And when I look at this, I would say the one that catches my attention the most is this shimmery red down here. It's very unique to my collection. There we go. Look at that. This color story is out of control. All right, that was number 6. Next, I'm going to go into the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. And when I first look at this, I would have to say the color that catches my attention the most is this metallic green up here, which is called Moneybags. I forgot how good this palette smells. All right, here we go. All right, it is so cool looking. All right, now I'm going to go into the Carity Rose All Day palette. And when I look at this, the color that catches my attention the most, I'd have to say, is this shade Hooray right in the center. I feel like it stands out so well. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's 8 shadows down. Let's keep on trucking. All right, next let's do the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I would say for me, the shade that sticks out the most is Pearl up here, which we might start moving up here because we're running out of room. And that's Pearl. All right, one more before we can switch arms. Let's jump into the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. And for me, the one that stands out the most is Crown. I did a really cool eye look once with Crown. and it's kind of always stuck in my head. All right, so we're halfway there, and this is the color story we got. Alrighty, now I gotta swatch with my left hand. Okay, the next palette I'm going to go into is the ColourPop Aren't You Glad palette, and for me, the standout is Tangerine Dreams down here. Look how pretty that is. Continuing on, let's do the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. And for me, my favorite shade is probably this one down in the corner here. It's kind of a little bit of like a rose gold shade. All right, now let's do this one. This is the Nomad Berlin Underground palette. And it's very unique to my collection. But this shade down here called Dutch Punk is like this gold green. It is so cool. There it is. Everything's getting washed out compared to that orange, I feel like. All right, now let's hop into the Larly Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette. My favorite is the most gentle one in this palette, but it's called Jaybird. It's super unique to my collection. It's a duochrome. It's beautiful. Okay, now I have to do the Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette. Be careful, it's super gentle, but the middle shade is my favorite in this palette. I'm wearing this palette right now, actually. So pretty. Then I'm gonna hop into the ColourPop Dream Street palette. And the standout one here is this shade, which I'm gonna say this is Sweet Dreams over here. Okay, it's right there. The difference in this arm, oh God, this arm versus this arm is crazy. All right, now let's do the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. For me, the standout in this palette has to be Spice of Life over here. It's that greeny gold kind of shade that I'm really into. But this one is like extremely dark. Look at that. It just kept dragging forever. Now I have this one little palette from Makeup Geek, which is called the Infatuation palette. And this shade up here, Shimma Shimma, is beyond beautiful. This shade is all just like pretty shiny shades. All right, we have one palette left to make it 20, and that is the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. And my absolute favorite in this is called Side to Side up here. It is the Super Shock Shadow in here. I want them to put Super Shock Shadows in every single palette, please. And that's what it looks like right there. So this is a lot of shimmer, a couple pops of more neutrally colors. I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of my style. It's not what I expected 20 of my eyeshadow palettes to kind of come out to looking like, but I can see how that makes sense. Okay, I'm actually tempted right now to redo all the swatches on one arm and have everything together. So I'm going to try that right now and see if I can get it to work. So I'll be right back. Okay, I did it. I feel like it looks a lot more like it goes together now that I've swatched it out. Let me see if I can get it all in frame here, but it actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's a palette I would go out and buy, but it looks kind of neat. I don't know, it was a fun game to play. You'll have to let me know if you guys do this, if you have a channel. I don't know, it's just fun playing with makeup. Let me know if there's any other videos you've seen lately on YouTube that you think would be fun to see on this channel. I have a ton of tags I've seen lately that I plan on doing, so let me know anything down below. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!